As Donald Trump ramps up his efforts to get that wall between the United States and Mexico erected, local media expert Chris Botha from the MediaShop says the future is going to be built by what he terms wall breakers and not wall builders. So how does he make that interesting connection, I wonder, between Donald Trump and the local communications industry? He's here to explain. Chris, very warm welcome to you. Wall breakers versus wall builders, what's the difference?
Wall builders tend to build walls around themselves and try and insulate themselves, exactly a la Donald Trump. And I think wall breakers are people who break down those walls and try and spread the wings and try and do different things. From an advertising communication perspective, offer different services to their clients. So I think that for me is the fundamental difference.
That insulation that you talk about is important because it mitigates against risk. Surely it's not altogether, Chris Botha, a bad thing.
People who build walls in times of economic instability, it's the equivalent of putting all of your eggs in one basket. Wall breakers, in fact, are the ones who, in times of economic instability, are the ones who are going to thrive more. Ironically, in these tough times is why so many agencies and communication partners are starting to spread their risk and offering more services to their clients.
So why are they doing that? Answer the question.
The old adage of if you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Yeah.
When it comes to business problems for clients, for too many years, ad agencies has seen the solution for every business problem as an ad. So therefore, whether it be a promotion, whether that be a price adjustment, whether that be an activation, whatever you can think of, I think us as agencies need to spread our wings and offer all of those things under one roof instead of outsourcing that to specialists.
But ultimately, Chris Botha, it's a skills issue because your industry is so steeped in the old way of doing things that the battle to evolve into the argument that you're suggesting becomes incrementally more difficult. The reality is, not really doing this, are you?
It is becoming harder and harder. The guys who get it right aren't the ones who try to make everybody a jack of all trades. The guys who get it right is the guys who create the right culture for all of the specialists to work together on one solution. That, for me, is the big trick that we need to get right, is how do we get into a position where us as agencies get specialist skills working together for one solution. So it's more about the conductor of the orchestra who gets all of the various instruments playing together than trying to get the one to play against the other.
But you have a shortage of conductors, to extend your metaphor, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So where do you find them?
I don't think it's about finding them. I think it's about building them. Let's extend the metaphor even more. I think conducting is a skill that can be taught. That's where all of us as an industry as a whole is grappling with how do we get this orchestra playing together and how do we get the best out of them.
So is it the fault of the advertising?
The PR, and never the 3 or 4 or 5, 6 agencies would meet. Our idea is to partner with all of those agencies and offer our clients a one-stop shop service solution where everything gets tied together and there is the golden thread that ties through all of the communication.
But your industry's been preaching this for years and no one seems to have got it right.
Exactly. I think for the most part that's also come from a lot of the integration being led by the client. The clients have believed in having these specialists and a specialist here and a specialist there and then the client coordinating. And I think that's where a lot of it's fallen flat. The client's got a full-time job being marketing, not coordinating. And I think that's where the agencies are now starting to coordinate themselves to offer that solution to the clients.
So as a consumer of product that is sold and marketed by agencies, why should I care?
The consumer is where everything should start and end, right? A consumer doesn't see, I see an ad in print, I see an ad in digital, I see an activation. They see the brand message, right? So the consumer sees it the one way. From an agency's perspective, why do we then go break it down and build these walls around all of these little units and try and coordinate it from the back end? Surely the answer is we should be communicating in the same way the consumer sees our communication.
I never thought that your industry would be turning to Donald Trump for inspiration, but a useful argument nonetheless. Chris Botha, thank you very much indeed. So after all of that, what do we need? Well, I think we need a lie down. Furniture brand IKEA turning a nightclub into a giant bedroom to highlight the importance of a good night's rest and also to cleverly market their range of beds. And that's where we are going to leave it for today. As always, you can connect with us on social media. Until next time, goodbye to you and thank you for watching.
I close my eyes, then I drift away into the magic night. I softly say a silent prayer, like dreamers do. Then I fall asleep to dream my dreams of you. In dreams